Alright, so the recording has begun. This is day 2 of our journey together. Day 2, week 4 of our journey. And it's definitely a pleasure to have each and every one of you here. It's 6:07, and so I think that we are ready to have another wonderful night of class. We are still in the chapter or under the topic brackets and factors. If I had to rename this topic, I would have put parentheses and factors, because really and truly we aren't really dealing with brackets, dealing with more like parentheses. But still, that's what we're looking at. We have done section 1.1, which was simplifying algebraic expressions, dealing with addition and subtraction. We did like terms. That was section 1.1. Sorry, 1.2, like terms and unlike terms. That was with multiplication. And 1.3, section 1.3 was with division, like and unlike terms with division. And then we transitioned over to section 2, and section 2 yesterday was about removing the parentheses and simplifying. Today, we're going to be looking at essentially factorization, and we're going to spend a great deal of time looking at how to factorize terms and finding the common factor and stuff like that. So let me officially head up and everything. So there you have it. I'm going to minimize this a bit. All right, so let's put this on the side. All right, so let's head up. Today is Tuesday. Let me increase the font. So today is Tuesday the 26th of July. Now, please remember that as you are here, make sure you have something to write on and something to write with. Make sure that you're actually taking down the notes, and right after class, please send me the class notes. Please do not let me have to run you down for the class notes. Just make sure send them. So I wouldn't have to call you afterwards and do all sorts of things just for you to send the class notes. So please make sure that you send the class notes right after class, please. Okay, so the topic is factorization. I guess we could call it that, factorization. Now we did prime factorization earlier. Not earlier in earlier today, but earlier in our journey, probably in week 1 or week 2. And that's not what we're talking about when we look at factorization this time around. So we're not looking at prime factorization dealing with numbers. We're looking at prime factorization. Sorry, we're looking at factorization looking at algebraic expression, right? So that's what we're going to be looking at when we're talking about factorization. So let's deal with common factors. So remember, here we're looking at algebraic expressions, not numerical expressions. All right, so common factors, that's going to be our first little heading there. So let's say, for example, we have the expression 4x plus 8. So in the expression, let's underline that. So in the expression 4x plus 8. So this is 4x x plus 8. In the expression 4x plus 8, we could write the first term as, and I think instead of using x, let's use p, because p would show it better than x, because x would get mixed up with the multiplication sign. So let's change it to 4p. So in the expression 4p plus 8, we could write the first term as, because this is 4 times p, that's essentially what it is, right? So this is 4 times p. So we could write that as, we can write the first term as 4 times p, right? So multiplication sign. So we can write the first term as 4 times p, and the second term as 8. What's another way we could write 8? Albernic. What's another way we could write 8?
Plus 8.
Say it again.
Plus 8.
Plus 8. What times what gives us 8? If we were to break it down, what times what it gives us 8?
4. 2.
4 times 2. Very good. So we write the first term as 4 times p and the second term as 4 times 2, because this 8 is 2. This 8 is 4 times 2. Okay? So the first term we can write as 4 times p, and the second term we can write as, which is 8, we can write it as 4 times 2. Right? So then we would have the following. So we would have, if we were to decide to do it like that, we would have that 4p plus 8 is actually equal to 4 times p plus 4 times 2. So hopefully you see what we did there, right? We said, hey, look, we can take, sorry, let me put this all over on, let me put this in the center, something like that, yes. So what we're saying is, hey, look, we can take 4p plus 8, and we can write it as 4 times p, right, plus 4 times 2. Now, by looking at this expression, it is clear that what is the common factor? What is the common factor? It is clear that what number you'd say is the common factor between 4? It is clear that 4 is the common factor. The reason why 4 is the common factor is because notice that we have 4 in this term, and we also have 4 in the next term. So it's clear that 4 is the common factor. 4 is in 4 times p, and 4 is also in 4 times 2. Using this idea, we can express the above algebraic expression as, so we can take what we have above, right, and we can essentially factorize it. So we can say, okay, we have 4 here and we have 4 here. So that means that that'll be equal to 4 open bracket P plus 2. Okay? Because if you remember from yesterday, right? If you remember from yesterday, what essentially this one is saying that we multiply 4 times P and 4 times 2. So that's 4 times P right there, and then 4 times 2 right there. So these are saying the same thing, right? 4 times P right there, and then 4 times 2 right here. And so 4P plus 8 actually equals to 4, this 4P plus 8 actually equals to 4 open bracket P plus 2. Right, so that's how we can write this particular expression. We could write it as 4 open bracket P plus 2. Okay, and so that's
Yeah.
essentially, go ahead.
So P is always the 2.
Say it again.
If you have P in a question, that's mean it's automatically a 2.
No, the P is in a 2. What happened is that we took 4P, right, and we split it into 4 times P, right, and we took 8, right, and we split it into 4 times 2. Okay, now once we do that, we recognize that 4 is in both of them. So 4 is in this one, and 4 is also in this one. And so that means that we could pull out the 4, or we could factorize the 4. So the 4 will be up front, leaving us with P plus 2, right? And then we know that 4 times P is 4P, and then 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, so that's how we would do it. So let's consider some examples. Sorry, not tax. So for example, if I have this one, I want Rashawn, Deshaun Adderley.
Yes, sir.
Where is your brother?
Oh, he's right here, but he's sick.
Oh, okay. The ankle with it.
Oh no, no, sir.
Yeah, that's what they always say in public. But he alright though.
He's slowly recovering.
Alright. So we have 2x minus 6, right? So okay, so Deshaun, help me out with this. What is common in what is the common factor between 2x and 6?
3.
3? Is 3 a part of 2x?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
No, definitely in there. So what's a common factor between 2x and 6? Just like how we was able to pull out the 4 for this one, what do you think is the common factor between 2x and 6?
2.
2, very good, because 6 can be written
Oh,
as 2
I
times,
see. Because when I
exactly,
look at the common factor,
very good. 6 can be written as 2 times 3. So that means that 2 is a part of this number, and 2 is also a part of this number. Sorry, this term. 2 is a part of this term, and 2 is also a part of this term. So that means that, Rashan, can you help me with how we can write this? What can we do? What goes on the outside, what goes on the inside. Rashan. Miss Neely, are you there?
Pardon me?
Yeah, how would we answer this? It's 2x minus 6. Alright, so
Can you repeat it, please?
yeah, how can we answer 2x minus 6? How can we answer that?
2 times x.
Say it again.
You mean like how you have the first one?
Yeah, so the instruction is to factorize, right? So how can we factorize this one?
I know. 2 times x. Yeah.
So we can definitely say 2, like she said, and Dylan pointed out that 2 is the common factor, so we can pull out the 2, open bracket. What can we put inside the bracket?
X.
My name is Yarshir. I'm a junior.
Take away 6.
Take away 6, not 6.
2.
Yeah, not 2. What times 2 gives me 6?
Oh, yeah. How many?
But
What
first,
times
I
2
want
gives me 6?
technology.
4.
What times 2 gives me
What
6?
times 2?
So
Yeah, what times 2 give me 6?
so important,
4.
guys.
What times 2 give me 6? 2 times 2 times what is 6?
I like to take a
Negative 4.
even though I'm little.
See, I will help out with this. What times 2 is 6?
3.
Exactly, 3. So 2 times 3 is 6.
Oh, you were saying multiplication. I didn't hear that. My bad.
That's fine. So 2 times 3 is 6. So that's how we do it. We essentially what's happening is we pull out the 2, and what we're actually doing is we say 2 times x, which gives me 2x, and then 2 times 3, which gives me 6. Okay, so let's do another one. It's the first one, so let's do the next one. Okay, so the next one would be I want so let's say we have 4x plus 12. Deja, how would we do this? 4x plus 12. What is the common factor between 4x and 12?
4.
4, very good. So 4 goes on outside, what goes inside the brackets?
X
Uh-huh. Plus
3.
3, very good. X plus 3. Why x plus 3? Because 4 times x gives us 4x, and 4 times 3 gives us 12. So let's do the next one. For this one, I want Albernic to help me. So we have 3x plus 6. Alright, Albernic, what is the common factor?
The common factor of what?
Of 3x and 6.
3.
3, very good. So what goes in the brackets?
X
Mm-hmm.
plus
Mm-hmm.
2.
X plus 2, very good. because 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times 2 is 6. Very good. All right. What was in this one again? Altunic. If we have 10x minus 5, what's the common factor, Altunic, of 10x and 5?
Okay, I can work this out real quick, okay?
Say it again.
I can work this out real quick.
You can answer now. What is, if you look at 10x and 5, what is the common factor?
5.
5, okay. Sorry, I mean Altunic. The common factor between 10x and 5.
Okay.
Right,
I
so
get your book.
Altunic.
What X?
What x? Very good.
What X?
Uh-huh.
Then put chop sign.
Minus, okay, and then you sure? That is it. Interesting because
Then put 5.
close. This one. Anyone want to help out with this one? She has the 5, right? What does she need?
5 times 10 instead. How much 5 times 10?
No. Jasmine, help out.
Is it 5?
You already have the 5 out. Jasmine, you want to help her? Or Jasmine, you don't know?
10.
10, no. Okay. It's Deja. Help us out.
I think she need to put 2 in for an X.
Yeah, that's correct. And then minus it by what?
1.
By 1. Very good. Because 5 times 2x is 10x. And then 5 times 1 is 5. So that's the challenge with that one. So be careful. Let's do an next
So we
one.
just do a half of that.
So what happens is you look at 5 and 2. And 5 times 2 is 10. So you needed to put the 2 here. And then we look at 5 with front and the 1. So 5 times 1 is 5. Okay, so that's how we get back to 5. So if we look at the next one, say we have, and we could change the letters up so it don't have to be x all the time. So if we have 3a minus 9, okay. So Sierra, help me out with number 5. 3a minus 9.
So it'll be 3 outside the bracket,
Yeah.
A inside the bracket.
Uh-huh.
Take away 3.
Take away 3. Very good. So 3 times a, which is 3a, and then 3 times 3, which is 9. Alright, so that's how we do that. Take that down and then we'll do some practice problems with that. Alright, so let's look at these. So let's go practice. So practice. What we want to do here is we want to factorize the following. So number one, so 3x plus 12. Number two, 4a plus 20. Number three, 5p plus 15. Number four, 6m plus 30. Number seven, 6b plus 9. Number eight, 21x plus 9. Number nine, 25c minus 5. Number 10, 8 minus 12x.
You numbered them wrong.
1, 2, 3, 4. I was trying to figure out how I get to 7 so quickly. Thank you. 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 minus 12 x. Number 9, 15 minus 10x. Alright, so quickly do them for me, please. The timer, thank you.
That's what you're going.
The question is, okay. Let me start the timer. You have 10 minutes. Sorry, not 10 minutes. That would have been too easy. 2 minutes. And the timer has begun. 2 minutes to practice these. Hopefully you got all right. All right, you have.
I can't see number 10.
There's no number 10. Only number number. We only stop at number 9. All right, that's time. Okay, so all right, Veronique, let's start with you. How would we?
Okay, for number 1, I got
Go ahead.
3 bracket x plus 4.
3 bracket x plus 4. Very good. Altonique, what do you get for number 2?
So I got put 4. Put 4
Yeah,
and put a bracket,
yeah,
then put an 8,
yeah.
then put a plus sign,
Uh-huh.
and then put a 5,
Yes.
and then put a bracket.
Close bracket. Excellent. Sierra, number 3.
Okay, 5 open bracket P plus 3 close bracket.
Very good. Excellent. Number 4, Deja.
Okay. So I did the breakdown part which you did, and I got 6 times m plus 6 times m, but 6 can't go into 30, so I have to use another number. Probably 3.
6 can't go into 30.
No, oh my god, sorry. My bad. 6 is going to 35 times. Okay, so open bracket 6. Hold on. 6 open bracket m plus 5.
What?
I'm sorry. I honestly assumed.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Nathan want to answer number 5. Looking about. Wow. Why? I almost faint just now. All right, m plus 5. Yes. Go ahead, Nathan. Answer number 5. I guess he'll type it. So, who's next? Deshaun, number 6.
Oh, I didn't know how to do like. Oh, number 6. I get confused in that one because I don't understand that one.
You don't understand that one? Okay, that's okay.
You know, because that's like 21 and 9. It's like what? Get confused in that.
All right. Okay, so he wants to do number. Nathan says 6b plus 1. B plus 1. Is he right with b plus 1?
No.
No, that's not correct. What number should he
No,
use?
that says 9. 6b plus 9.
He should use what? We have 6b and 9, so what number you should use?
3.
3, yes. 3 open bracket. What?
2B plus 3.
2b plus 3. Very good. So be careful with that one. Jasmine, number 6.
That can't go into 9.
No, can't use 9, so what you could use?
But the same thing backdating.
No, how about 3? 21 and 9, both of them, we could use 3, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so use 3. So it'll be 3 open bracket what?
Is that?
Say it again. What times 3 is 21?
I could try. I would say like 7x plus 3.
Very good. 7x.
Yeah.
Because
Now I catch on because when you did 5, I
I
said
know.
okay, let me just the next one.
okay. 7x.
I didn't get the example because I come late. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yes. Very sorry for that. So 3 times 7 is 21. Plus 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. Okay. So then there's that. Okay.
Excuse me, how do we get that 3 down?
Okay, because 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, 3 times 3 is 9. That's how we're trying to get back. We're trying to get back to 9. Okay, and then 3 times 7 is 21. That's how we get 21x. Okay. Now we have 25t minus 5. Rashan, can you help us with number 7? 25t minus 5.
So it's 5
yes.
open brackets
Uh-huh.
and 5t
5.
take away 5.
5t. Take away 5 or take away. What times 5 gives me 5?
Pardon me?
What times 5 gives me 5?
5 times 1.
1. So 1 should go out. Okay, so be careful. Alright, number 8. Albernique. Number 8. Albernique, number 8.
Oh, so I didn't realize you called me. So we put 8.
Say it again.
We put 8.
You put 8? No, you wouldn't put 8. 8 is too big. We're looking for something that could go into 12 and 8.
What about 4?
Yes, 4. Excellent. So 4. Open bracket, what? What could be put inside?
Then X.
No, not x. We have to try to get back 8. So what can we use to multiply to get 8? Like, what can we
2.
use? Very good. 2. 2. Very good. Minus. What times 4 gives me 12?
3.
3.
Very good. 3. So 3x.
Yeah, 3.
Close bracket. So that's the answer. And then Sierra, help me out with number 9.
Okay, so 5
Uh-huh.
open bracket 3 take away 2x close bracket.
Take away 2x. Very good. Excellent. All right. Any 9 out of 9, 8 out of 9, 7 out of 9?
Yes.
9 out of 9.
9 of 9.
9 out of 9. Okay. All right. That's impressive. Okay, good. So let's continue on our factorizing journey. So this is just the beginning. So here we are just factorizing the numbers, and notice that we only have one letter for each expression. So, and it's the same letter. So we're gonna look at when we have different letters. What do we do? Okay. What do we do when we have different letters? How can we go about doing that? So that's the idea for this one. Okay. So let me grab this one down. Right, so let's put it right now. This is our practice. Good practice, I would say. Very good questions. Nice and neat. I like the notes that we are constructing. Very good. Proper notes. Decent. So let's continue our factorizing journey. So other examples is if we have, say, so if we have, remember this one we dealing with so we dealing with two variables, right? Or two letters, two different letters. Okay, so that's the examples we're looking at, right? So two different letters. What do we do if we have two different letters? So say for example we have, say, 4a plus 2b. Okay, so that's 4a plus 2b. What would that equal? Anyone want to try? Anyone could try.
6AB.
6a. Are they like terms?
Oh no.
Exactly.
No.
We want to
Maybe we'll have to take out. We can't use the letter, so maybe we'll have to take out a number factor that could go into both these terms.
Excellent. What would that be?
2.
2. Very, very good. Because 2 could go into 4 and 2 could go into 2. So if we take out 2, we are left with what? What times 2 gives me 4?
2.
2, very good. So 2a, right? Because we're trying to get back to 4a. And then what times, what can we multiply to get back 2? What times 2 give me 2? 1, yeah.
1.
So that's 1b, right? Or just b, because we don't write the 1 in front. Okay, so that's how that one would be. Just try another one.
So we just put the 2 back so we can make it 4.
Exactly. So 2 times 2 is 4a. Sorry, 2 times 2a is 4a. And then 2 times b is 2b. Okay. So let's say, for example, we had, say, let's move this. So let's say we had 6a plus 3, yeah, plus 3b. Sierra, how would we do this? 6a plus 3b.
Okay, so we can put 3 outside the bracket.
Very good.
And 2 inside the bracket, 2a plus b.
Very good. Excellent. This next one is for Jasmine. So what if we add, say, 8a plus, let's change it from a, and let's say let's use x, so 8x plus 4y. So how would we do that, Jasmine?
So I'll go into 8 twice.
Very good. So 4 is the common factor. So what do we put inside?
2
2 what?
x
Mm-hmm.
plus
Mm-hmm. Plus what?
y.
Plus y, very good. Because 4 times 2x is 8x, and 4 times y is 4y. Excellent. So what if we have, say, 10h take away 5h. So this one is for Deja. How would we do this? Go ahead, Deja. Yeah, she's not out. So Deshaun, how do we do number 4? What's the common factor?
With 5 and 10 is 2.
5, okay. So what else? What do we put in inside?
2
Mm-hmm.
2h
Mm-hmm.
minus h.
Minus h. Very good. All right. Okay, excellent. Now things could get a little more interesting than this. So we can have something like 8. So it don't always have to be 2a and b, and on the inside it could be a little bit more interesting. So say for example you have 8x plus 24y. Deja, are you here? Deja McKenna.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so help me out with number 5. How would we do that?
You could use 8.
We could use 8. Okay, good. 8 is the greatest common factor. And if we use 8, we could be put in the inside.
X plus 3y.
X plus 3y, very good. Because 8 times x gives me 8x, and 8 times 3 is 24y. Excellent. So try another one. So let's say for example we have 9x minus 36y. Albernique, how do we do number 6?
Okay, so we would use 9
Mm-hmm.
bracket x
Mm-hmm.
plus, take away
Mm-hmm.
4,
Mm-hmm.
4y.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Excellent. And sometimes it's not as pretty as we would like it, because sometimes we could have something like 14, say 14q plus 21. No, let's not use q, let's use m and n. So Sierra, how would we do? How would we do something like this?
Okay, so 7 outside the bracket.
Very good. 7 is a common factor.
So 2m
2m, very good.
plus 3n.
Plus 3n, very good. Because 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 2m is 14m, and 7 times 3 is 7 times 3n is 21n. Very good. Okay. Excuse me. Rashan, how would we do this one? So if we had, say, let's say we had 15. Yes, let's say we had 15 q minus 30 r. So how do we answer that, Rashan?
I could try if you can.
Yeah, well, if she can, you could try. Rashan, are you there? Rashan, Haley. Okay, go ahead, Jasmine, give it a try.
15 times 2 is 30.
Why did I use 15? Sorry, let me not use 30. Sorry. It's I wanna make a point, so I don't wanna use 30. Let me use 24. Yeah.
What?
Sorry.
Um,
What do you think? 15 and 24. What is the greatest common factor?
Would it be 3?
Yeah, 3. So we put 3 on the
oh,
outside. Okay, finish it up now, Jasmine.
8 times 3 is 24.
Mm-hmm. So
Bracket.
what goes for the 15? What can we get 15?
5.
5q. Very good. And then minus what?
R.
Pardon?
R.
Just r? What number goes in front of r?
24.
No, remember you have to try to multiply something by 3 to get 24.
8R.
8r, very good.
Oh.
Okay, so 3 times 5 is 15q. And 3 times 8 is 24. So that's how we do it. So these ones are a bit interesting because, like I said, they have different letters and a lot can happen, dealing with these ones. So just be careful. So it all comes right back to one thing, knowing your timetables. That's basically all what it all boils down to. Knowing your timetables, right? So if you don't know your timetables by now, you are in plenty trouble. So make sure to learn them. If you don't know them, and if you do know them, revise them. So practice. Factorize the following. You should be able to write all of your timetables from 1 to 12 in 5 minutes or less. That's what I do with my or I used to do with my students in school. Give them 5 minutes to write their timetables. And some students, very few though, are able to write all in 5 minutes or less. And then the rest is like, oh boy. They get very close, some of them, and then some of them are still very far. But you should try it. Put a time on and try to do your timetables from 1 to 12 in 5 minutes or less. You should be able to do it in 5 minutes. If you're able to do it in 5 minutes, that means you know your timetables. If not, that means you still need to learn it. Alright, so let's go. So alright, so question number 1. I'm gonna start off nice and easy and then accelerate more and more. So let's say, for example, we had, say, 2, not 2, sorry, that's my bad. Say, for example, we had 12a plus 6b. Second one is if we have 14x plus 7y. Third one, if we have 16h plus 8r. Fourth one, let me use a subtraction instead of that addition. To switch things up. The fourth one, you can have so say we have 6x plus 18y. Number 5, we can have 9x plus or minus, really, minus 72y. Number 6, we can have we can have 16 M plus 48 M N, sorry, number 7, we can have 12P plus let's not use that, let's use 24 instead. 24 12P plus 20 Q. Alright, then let's do number 9. It's gonna be 5 sorry, one moment, not 5. 6 A minus 9B. Number 9 is 25 T plus 5 M. Right, so just those 9. I'm gonna give you about 2 minutes to try them, and the timer has begun. That's 2 minutes. Do your best. Come right back. All right, that's time. All right. We're gonna begin with Albernic. How would we do number 1?
So from what I got 6 bracket 2 plus B bracket.
Very good. 6 open bracket 2A. Now forget the A plus B. All right.
I put 2A plus 2B. I don't know.
No, because if you do 2B, then that'll be 6 times 2, which is going to be 12 again. And we don't want 12 again, we want 6. So be careful. Altonic on number 2.
Okay. So put 7.
Yeah, 7.
Then put the bracket.
Okay.
Put 2.
Mm-hmm.
Then put time thing.
X.
I mean, yeah, put the time thing. Put the plus.
Mm-hmm.
Put Y.
Put Y. Very good. Close bracket. Very good. 7 times 2, which is 14. 7 times Y is 7Y. Very good. Next up is Rashan. How did you do number 3? 8.
Brackets.
Bracket.
2H. Take away R.
Take away R.
Oh, sorry. Yes, so.
Yeah. Rashan, where is your sister?
She's to work.
All right. Next up we have number 4. Number 4, Sierra. Can you help me with that?
Okay, so sec open bracket x plus 3y close bracket.
X plus 3y. Excellent. Deja, number 5.
9 open bracket x take away 8y.
X take away 8y. Excellent. Number 6. Deshaun. Number 6.
Oh, I didn't get to finish that one. I didn't get to do that one yet.
Okay.
I think I finished it.
Go ahead, Jasmine.
4
Yes, 4.
bracket 4m plus 6n.
4m plus 6.
6n.
We could use something bigger than 4. Think bigger than 4. We could go into 16 and m. Yeah, 8. So 8. So what would it be, Jasmine? You have 8 in front.
2
2 what?
m and 3n.
And 3
N.
Very good.
Close bracket.
Very good. It's gonna be equal to number 7. Casey, you wanna try? Or I know you just arrived.
I could do it.
Go ahead, Sean.
It's 4. No. Open brackets. 3p
3p. Very good.
plus 4p. No, yeah. No, 5. My bad. 5.
Very good. 5Q. All right, Deshaun, help me with number 8.
Okay. I have 3.
3.
Open bracket.
Open bracket.
2A
2A
minus 3B.
minus 3B. That's correct. Any volunteers for the 9th?
I can do that. I can try.
Go ahead, Jasmine.
5 times 5 is 25.
Okay.
So put the 5.
Yeah.
Bracket.
5
again, I think.
Yeah.
T.
T.
Plus M.
Plus M. Very good. Wow. Very good. All right. Any 9 out of 9? 8 out of 9? 7 out of 9?
9 out of 9.
9 out of 9.
Me too.
I get 8 out of 9.
All right. All right.
I
Excellent.
get 9 out of 9 too.
Okay. Okay. That's not bad. All right. Very good. Very good. All right. So we're moving steadily along. So we looked at when we just had one letter and how to factorize that. So that's good. Now for this one we look at, what if we have 2 letters? How do we go about factorizing that? If we have 2 letters, and the next 2 different letters, that is. But my question is, what if we had, instead of 2 different letters, what if we had 2 of the same letters? How do we do that? So that is going to be our discussion for the next few moments. If we have time, are we looking at time? We have time. So what if we have 2 of the same letters? So that's going to be the next challenge. What do we do when we have 2 of the same letters?
Raise it to the second power.
That's true. So that's going to be a part of it. But in terms of factorization, how do we factorize it when all 2 of the terms have the same letter? Okay, so examples. So we're looking at different letters. Oh, no. Same. Same letters. So the instruction is plainly to factorize. So we're going to begin with example number 1. Alright, so let's say we have 2, let me put this down. So we have 2 design. Let's say it's x squared plus I don't want to use 2. I want to use 3 since our first go round. Let's use 3, and let's say we have 12, right? 12x. So Sierra, help me out with this. What do you think we could do?
Okay, so okay, so let's put 1 outside the bracket.
1? What do you think?
Oh no, let's put 3.
Yeah, let's put 3. Because 3 could go into 3 and 3 could go into 12.
And then open bracket x squared.
Okay, now remember, they have the same letter. What's the same letter that they have?
X.
X. So let's put that there. Okay. And then now we open the bracket. And so what times
then x again?
Yeah, what times x is x squared? Definitely x. Plus what times
4x.
What times 3? Okay, you say 4x, right? Now the reason why we can't put 4x is because if we say 3x times 4x, that'll give us 12x squared.
12x.
Okay.
And we don't want 12x squared because we only have 12x there, so we just move the 4. Let's move the x, sorry. So now we close the bracket. Good. Okay, so this is how we do it. So what we did was we said, okay, we have 3x squared and we have 12x. What is common in both of them? Well, 3 is common because 3 could go into 3 and 3 could go into 12. And x is common because x is a part of x squared and x can also go into x. So whatever is common, we put out front. So that's our greatest common factor. Then we said, okay, so we have 3x out front. Now, what times 3x could give us 3x squared? Well, if we put the x, that'll be 3x times x, which gives us 3x squared. And if we put 3x here, that'll be 3x times 4. 3 times 4 is 12. And you already have the x here, so we attach that to give us this. Okay, so let's do another one. So let's say we have So we have 4 x squared plus 16x. I hate to use 16, let's say 20. Jasmine, can you help me with this? How do we do it? Jasmine, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, help me with number 2.
4 times 5 is 20.
So
Put the 4 there.
4, okay.
4x.
4x, very good.
Bracket.
Bracket, yes.
X. Plus 5.
Exactly, x plus 5. Because 4 times 5 is 20. Very good. So let's try another one. Let's say we have 5. This one is for Deja. So let's say we have 5. One moment. So let's say we have 5x squared plus 15x. What's our answer here, Deja?
So you have 5x on the outside, and then inside you will have x plus 3x. No, plus 3.
X plus 3, very good. Good. Very good. So that's how we do those ones. If we have the same letters, we have to not only factorize the number, but also factorize the letter as well. That is common in both. Now, let's say we have, say, and Deja, I want you to help me with this one as well. Let's say we have x squared plus 5x. How do we do that?
So x will just be on the outside bracket.
So x is common in both of them. So x, open bracket. What else we have?
And then x will be on the inside plus 5.
Plus 5, very good. All right. So let's try another one. So if we have, so we have x squared plus 11x. So Albanic, how would we do that?
Okay, so we put x bracket x plus 11.
Plus 11, very good. Now, Sierra, what happens if we put a negative sign? So say we have a negative 9. So how would that be?
Okay, so it'll be x outside, open bracket, x, take away 9.
Very good. X take away 9. Okay, so that's good. What if we have, this one is for Deshaun. Gotta think with this one. This one is a bit interesting. What if you have b squared plus 9b? Deshaun, how would we deal with that?
You would say b,
B,
open bracket, plus 9.
What goes inside?
Okay, b outside, open bracket, b again, and plus 9.
Plus 9, very good. Very good. Because b times b is b squared, and b times 9 is 9b. Okay. Alright, what if we have five x minus x squared? So this one is going to go for Casey. So how would we factorize this, Casey? 5x minus x squared.
I could try to try what's in here.
Okay, sure.
We put a 5.
Okay, well, be careful.
5x. 5x.
Now, be careful because 5 is in this term, but 5 is not in this term. So we can't use 5. Sierra, you want help her?
Okay, so it'll be x outside the bracket. Okay. Then x.
You sure?
Hold on. X, then 5.
Then 5,
Okay, take away x.
Very good. Take away x. Excellent. Okay, so what if we have what if we have a 9x squared minus 6x? Deja, help me out with this.
Could we use, hold on. Could we use 3x?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so 3x on the outside,
Mm-hmm.
and then open bracket, 3x. Yeah, 3x.
3x.
Take away 2.
Take away 2.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Very good. So what if we have anyone could try, anyone who want to volunteer could try this one. But if you have 25q minus 10, sorry, minus, sorry,
You have used the 5 down tables?
yes, one moment, let me get this thing inside, minus, stay inside, sir, minus, okay, sorry, give me one moment, let me, I don't know why it's being stubborn today, so minus, G, okay, maybe if I put plus, you, okay, good, alright, 10 q squared so but I want a minus 2. Good. So what is this gonna be equal to, Jasmine?
Five Q.
5q.
I think bracket.
Yeah, open bracket.
Then Q.
Well, we need 25. What times 5 give me 25?
5Q again.
All we need is 5 because 5q times 5 is 25. So minus what?
Minus
What times 5 give me 10?
2.
So but we need a q squared, so so 5 times q, we need another q, right? So alright, so 5q, my open bracket 5 minus 2q. Alright, this one is, that was a lot of examples. Because there's so much different ways that we can switch it. And turn it around and manipulate it to change the question. So your eyes have to be open and vigilant, watching carefully. All right, so these questions could be very easy or a little bit more challenging, so just be careful. All right, so speaking about being careful, let's actually do the exercises and see how well we do. I open, we get 9 out of 9 or 10 out of 10 for these ones, hopefully. Right? So practice. The goal is to factorize the following. So let's start off easy. So we're gonna say, so let me make sure we have enough space. What I can do is I can move this up to give us more space. All right, so number 1. So if we have, what if we have x squared plus 8x? Number 2, x squared plus 12x. Number 3, if we have a squared minus 3a. Number 4, what if we have t squared plus 10t? Number 5, what if we have 7x minus x squared? Or number 6, what if we have 8a minus a squared? Number 7, what if we have 4x squared plus 2x? Number 8, if we have 5x squared plus 10x? Number 9, what if we have 10 a squared minus 15a. Number 10 but if you have 4p plus 12p squared number 11 if you have 7 x squared minus 21 x. Alright, so those are your questions. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to settle it. And the timer has begun.
Can I do the first one?
Say it again.
Can I do the first one?
Okay, sure, no problem.
Okay. Put the timetable. I mean the time. Then put the X.
Yeah,
Then put the line thingy.
the bracket.
Then put the time the X again.
Yeah.
Then put plus the plus sign. Then put 8. Then put the bracket.
Close bracket. Very good. Albernique.
Okay, so I have X bracket X plus 12 bracket.
X plus 12. Okay. All right. Excellent. Sierra, number 3.
Okay. A open bracket. A take away 3.
A take away 3. Because A times A is A squared. A times 3 is 3A. Yes. Deja.
I have T on the outside, and then in the inside bracket, I have T plus 10.
T plus 10. Very good. Sean, number 5.
I don't know if it's correct, but I could try. Like open bracket 7 minus x, close bracket x.
So what goes
That's what I have.
what goes on outside?
X.
Okay. Oh, okay, open bracket.
X minus 7.
X minus 7. No. How do we get 7x? We already have the x. What else do we need?
Hold on. Oh, I did something wrong. It looked like.
Okay.
You get to the next X.
We're trying to get 7x, so what do you need is you need the 7.
Oh, I think I have to stay 7. Yeah. Minus x.
7 minus x. Very good.
Yeah. Oh, I did it backwards. My fault.
Yeah. Jasmine, number 6.
A. Bracket.
Mm-hmm.
H.
Uh-huh.
Minus 8.
8 minus 8. Very good.
Bracket. Close bracket.
Very good, because a times 8 is 8a, and a times a is a squared, yeah. Rashawn, number 7.
Number 7. X.
X.
Open bracket.
Okay.
2.
How about putting 2x in front? Because 2 could go into 4 and 2.
Yes, sir.
What do you put in inside?
2
Yeah.
plus X.
2x. Very good. Plus what?
X.
If we put another x here, it'll be 2x squared, which we don't want. How we get 2x? Maybe if we put 1, because 2x times 1 is 2x. Alright. Sierra, help me with number 8.
Okay, so 5X.
5x.
Open bracket. X plus 2. Close bracket.
Bracket x plus 2. So let's check that. 5 times x, 5x, x times x squared, yes. 5x, 2 times, yes ma'am, that's correct. Deja, number 10, number 9.
I have 5A on the outside, and then on the inside of the bracket, I have 2A, take away 3.
2a, take away 3. That's correct. Jasmine, number 10. Go ahead, Jasmine, number 10. Okay, so let me try. Go ahead, Deshaun, help me with number 10.
Oh, I didn't answer that yet.
Okay. Deja, help me with number 10.
Okay, so on the outside I have 4 feet, and then on the inside I have 1
Okay, 4p.
plus 3,
4p, open bracket, 1
1 plus 3 feet.
plus 3p. That's correct because 4p times 1 is 4p. And then 4p times 3, well, 4 times 3 is 12. And then p times p is p squared, yes. Sierra, help me with the last one.
Okay, so 7x outside the bracket,
7x, okay.
open bracket, x take away 3, close bracket.
X take away 3. Let's see. 7. Yeah, we need that x times x squared. 7 times 3 is 21. Yes, ma'am. Very good. That's correct. Alright, so that brings us to the end of our factorization journey. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, so that's it. I'm surprised that we were able to cover all that tonight. That's good. So that's section 3, right? Section 3 was factorization, and we was able to do it tonight. Hopefully, you all get a better understanding of factorization, how to factorize, algebraic.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. When we have different letters, when we have the same letters, or when we just doing it with a constant. Alright, so we're going to transition over to English studies today. I should have put section 3. Section 3. Alright, so let's Alright, let's move on to English. Remember that I want to see those notes, those class notes, so FAMA. So make sure to send them in before you go to bed tonight. Alright, please send them in as soon as class is over. Like I said, I don't want up to be running after anyone for notes. But if I have to, I will. So please make sure that you send the notes. The notes are very important. I don't give you all much homework, but I really want to see the notes to make sure that you are following along. So we're going to save this. This is going to be factorization. And so today for language, we're gonna be looking at, I think we have a good sense of how to, generally how to write an essay. And I thought that I would do something that is easier to follow too, because I noticed that essay, for some, the essay was a little hard and difficult, and persons were understanding a lot. I shouldn't say a lot, but persons were understanding everything that was going on. So I say, you know what, let me make it a little bit more easier tonight. Tonight we're going to be looking at something that should be pretty straightforward for you all, but yet is very important, because a lot of persons make these simple mistakes. And remember, we talked about how to establish ethos, and ethos is basically credibility in your writing. And so how to do that, you have to make sure that when you're writing, you follow the grammatical rules. All right. And so today is, take down these notes for me as well. Today is the Tuesday, the 26th of July, 2022. The subject is English language. Some people are already sending in the notes, that's good. The topic we're going to be looking at is capitalization rules. So how do we know when to capitalize, when not to capitalize, and so on? So that's what basically we're going to be looking at, the do's and don'ts of capitalization. Okay, and there are a lot of rules when it comes to capitalization, and you want to make sure that you follow those rules, because it's going to help you so that when you write your work, the examiner can know that, hey, okay, this person, they understand the rules of grammar, and it gives your essay a more credibility. Okay, the first one is what we learn in primary school, I'd say. Hopefully you learned it in primary school. But it is to capitalize. Sorry, my bad. I capitalize the first letter of the first word in a sentence. Okay, so that's typically the first, that's one of the first things, not the first thing you learn, but one of the more common ones. I'm hoping that you know that one. That one is typical. That one is should be familiar with you. The first thing is you want to capitalize the first letter of the first word in a sentence. That's the first one. So say, for example, we have whatever sentence that you create, you always capitalize the first letter. Now that might seem trivial, but I received an essay and they wasn't capitalizing their first letter of their first word. So of the first letter, the first word of the sentence. So you want to make sure I capitalize that. All right. So for example, if I have we, my apologies, we walked along the path to the lake. Can someone tell me what's the problem with this?
You gotta capitalize the W in me.
Exactly, I have to capitalize the W. Very good, Jasmine. So correction. So this is supposed to be capital W. So we walked along the path to the lake. So this one right here is the wrong way. This right here is the correct way. So the first capitalization rule is that we want to capitalize the first letter of the first word in the sentence. Another example that we could use is, say for example, we have this sentence, did you bring the camera? Right, so this is still a sentence. It is a interrogative sentence because it asks a question, but it's still a sentence. And the correction that we could make here, let me make sure show the correction. So this is supposed to be forward. So the correction is we need to capitalize which letter?
Did.
The whole word did. What?
The D and did.
The D and did. Very good. So it's gonna be D, I, D. So did you bring your camera? And so that is going to be the correct way. Okay. Alright, so then there's that. I think we could use one more example. The next example I'm going to get from anyone who wants to volunteer to give me a sentence, and we can correct it. No one? I have the call names.
Sam and Cat went to the beach.
Ah man, no, that too simple. I ain't taking that. Not from this class. Not from this class.
Wait, we have to say a sentence.
Yeah, sentence.
It could be like a declarative or anything.
Yeah, anything. Yeah.
Did you know that watermelons are plural?
Watermelons are
Have seeds.
have what?
Seeds.
Seeds? That's
Yes,
not too much like the first one.
How about watermelon contains magnesium?
Watermelon contains too short. I want something spicy, something mature, you know?
My dog likes to walk on the beach.
It's still too simple. Something mature.
Maybe the principal prohibits students from walking around the school aimlessly during class time.
Okay, alright, that could work. So
I have one too.
go ahead.
I know what we should want. Okay, so did you know that saxophones and clarinets are brass instruments?
Okay, that's good. So the principle prohibits students from walking aimlessly around the school's campus. Very good. Very good sentence. Sounds mature. So this is the wrong way to do it. Because the first letter of the first word in the sentence is not capitalized. So what we need to do is we need to correct it. And so that means that the the, the T in the needs to be capitalized. So the T in the. Okay, so just those three examples I'm going to give because I know that you all are writing, so I don't want to give too much examples. And then it's a lot of notes. So, okay, so the first rule is you want to capitalize the first letter, of the first word in the sentence. Let me go to rule number 2. Okay. Alright, so rule number 2 for capitalization. So you always want to capitalize the pronoun I. So you want to capitalize the pronoun I. So every time you use I, you should never use it lowercase. It should be capitalized. So if I say Louis and I is the first one. Louis and I don't even know if they can allow me to do that. Louis and I will both call you later. So what's the problem with this one? With this sentence?
The I is not capitalized.
Yeah, the I is not capitalized. The pronoun I is not capitalized. So this is definitely the wrong way. Alright. It's the wrong way. What should happen is we need to capitalize our pronoun I. So Louis and I will both call you later. So that would be the correct way. So I always want to capitalize the pronoun I. Our next example we could use.
Can I say one?
Go ahead.
Okay, so we and I both have brass instruments.
Say it again.
I said Zoe and I both have brass instruments.
Zoe and I both have what?
Brass instruments.
Okay. Zoe and I both, sorry, both have brass instruments. So this is wrong because obviously the first letter, sorry, the pronoun I is not capitalized. What's correct is if we say, so we and I, capital letter, both have brass instruments. Alright, so the third one, we can say can you all hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Okay. Oops. I just remembered that I'm grounded from the phone or from using the phone. So what should be correct here?
You have I and I'm wrong.
Very good. So I have I and I'm wrong. So I need to correct that. So it is, oops, capital I. I just remembered that I, capital I, I'm grounded from using the phone. So this one is wrong. And the top one and the last one is right. So you want to capitalize the pronoun I. Good. The third capitalization rule. So with this one, this rule says that, number 3, you want to capitalize the first letter of the first word in most poetry or most lines of poetry. So if I say, oh, I should put examples in. So examples. So our examples would be, for example, I'm only going to use one example. So let's say we have the poem Roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and I am 2. So this is a poem, but the problem with this poem is what are we doing wrong? What are we doing wrong in this poem? Anyone can answer?
You didn't capitalize the first letter of the first word on the stanza.
In each line. So this line was supposed to be capitalized, the R, in this line the V, in this line the S, and this line the A. And so the correct way, right, the correct way is to do it such that we can do it the right way. So the correct way would be to capitalize the R, to capitalize the V, the S, and the A. And so this would be the right way to do it. All right, so I'm gonna end here because I realized that the current went off for some students, and I don't want to continue so long and they miss out on a lot. So we'll continue on this tomorrow. We're just gonna stop right there. So we learned 3 capitalization rules. The first one is to do what? What's the first one? The first capitalization rule.
Every time you start a sentence, you have to capitalize the first letter of the word.
First letter of the first word. What's the second one?
The second one
Capitalize the pronoun I.
pronouns.
Yeah, capitalize the pronoun I. And the last one, you want to do what?
Yeah. First
The
letter
first letter of the first word.
In poetry, yeah. Very good. Okay, so we can end now. Make sure please send the class notes for tonight. And with that being said, I'll see you on tomorrow, God's will. Alright, so tomorrow at 6 p.m. So have a wonderful night and take care.
Okay, you too. Bye.
Yes, sir. Nathan, don't leave yet.